What's up, guys? Sergeant Blake is back, and I know that I haven't been doing videos lately, but of course, YouTube has been treating me pretty badly lately, and it's taking so much effort to upload something, I just didn't want to do videos. But I do owe you guys, so here comes your reviews for Uncharted 2 and Assassin's Creed 2 DLC. The first Uncharted 2 DLC that has been released that cost a little bit of money was $4.99 on the PlayStation Store, released last Thursday. Now, what is it about? It's basically just skin packs, multiplayer skin packs for the multiplayer game, featuring characters from Resistance 2, Killzone 2, and Infamous. Now, these are three of my favorite games, so you're going to expect a very positive review from me. I love those games, I love those characters, and it's totally kick-ass to be able to play as them in Uncharted. And none of them really feel out of place, with the exception of Cole from Infamous, because he's not really supposed to be able to use a gun. But who cares? He's kick-ass, and it's definitely cool to be able to play as him. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that they all look excellent. Everyone plays cool. There's no particular good or bad about any character. Everything looks really good and plays really good. Do I have any problems with it? For $5.99, or no, for $4.99, it's a pretty good price. It's not going to break the bank. I don't have any problems with the price. Everything plays good, so like I said, so there's no issue there. My biggest issue is that none of these characters have any sound bites attached to them. And I'm sure that Insomniac Games, Sucker Punch Productions, and Guerrilla Games all have some sort of sound bites of grunts and noises that they make when when the characters that they have are exerting themselves. Now, it wouldn't be a really big deal if it weren't for the fact that they're very quiet when they play. And that does two things. One, it makes them incredibly deadly. Because without making noise, you kind of take away everybody's second best friend whenever they play Uncharted. One, everybody's friend on Uncharted is the camera. Everybody's second best friend on Uncharted is the sounds that other characters make. So you can tell when people are climbing or trying to sneak up behind you. You can tell when people are jumping or when they're throwing a grenade. Just based on that, you can make a lot of kills just listening. Now, without characters making any other noise other than footsteps, they become ultra dangerous because you can't hear them climbing or sneaking up behind you. You can't hear them throwing grenades. It just becomes incredibly dangerous. And the other thing is that it takes away personality. You know, one of my favorite things about Uncharted 2, as its multiplayer components go, are the fact that everybody has their own personality. Elena, Drake, even Harry Flynn, all the way up to the bad guy, Zoran Lazarevic. And each character makes a different noise. Each character says something as they throw a grenade. And each character will even say something if they've got you trapped in their scope with a sniper rifle. And it's really cool, one, but it also brings a little bit of personality to everybody's individual character. And so much so that when I get killed by somebody who might even have the manliest name in the world, and he's playing as a chick, I think, God damn her! Because it's just each character has their own characteristics, has their own personality, and it's very cool to be able to have that. And it also is very enjoyable. Otherwise, it's just like any other multiplayer game. However, with these new characters, none of them have that. They just have a really kick-ass look to them, but no personality to back it up, because none of them have any sound bites or noises that they make when they are in pain or when they are jumping or exerting themselves. It's not really a big deal, but it does kind of make things really quiet, makes things feel like any other multiplayer game. Now, to go on, we're moving away from Uncharted 2. I'm going to say right now that it is worth it if you like any of those games. It is worth it if you enjoy the Uncharted 2 multiplayer and plan on playing a lot or more in the future. It's going to be around for a while, and it is a lot of fun. So, go ahead, get the Uncharted 2 DLC. It's worth the $5, and it's very cool. It's very cool to be able to see your favorite characters kick ass in Uncharted. Now, moving on to the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC. The Assassin's Creed 2 DLC is a sequence that is missing from the Animus the first time you play it, I guess you would say. It's called Sequence 12, The Battle of Forli. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of DLC that was just cut out just because, and then, put up later. I really don't appreciate it, but 9 times out of 10 I end up buying it anyway, which is a sad thing. But, like I was saying, the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC it feels like it's worth the money. It does feel like it's a bigger of a mission than what you would usually go about. It's also got a lot more cutscenes than a normal mission would, and this game has a lot of cutscenes to begin with. Do I have any problems with it? I'd say that the very beginning of the game, or the very beginning of the DLC, has missions focused on, what is it, escorts and taking care of business with this whole group of people that you have, which is a lot of fun. The issue that I have is that a lot of times there'll be one guy left and he'll be all the way across the map, or he'll be all the way across this huge fucking courtyard, and you're jumping across rooftops, and one of the very important people following you will fall and die, and you'll have to start over again through no fault of your own. And sometimes they're very long missions. Now, this DLC will last you about an hour to 2.5 hours. That's probably stretching it. And it does provide you with quite a bit of insight on the story and the missing parts of the game. It doesn't require you to be like right at sequence 11. You can start it up from being finished with the game and then start that, and it's really cool. It works just fine. I'd say that story-wise, it's really interesting. Like I said, Assassin's Creed 2 is a very interesting story in my opinion, and I really, really enjoy it. Now, what else was I going to mention about this game? It does bring one cool thing to the table, and that's the flying machine is now accessible for the rest of the game forever, basically. It involves, you just have to climb the lighthouse, which is way, way, way on the end of at the end of the area. The Battle of Forlì takes place in Forlì, and you can basically play around with that flying machine, which is a lot of fun. Now, to talk about the story without ruining anything for you, it takes place right after Ezio has joined the Assassin's Order, and they've gained access to the Apple of Eden. They are looking for a place to keep it, so they take it to Forlì, which is a very heavily barricaded area. And at that time, once they bring it there, all hell breaks loose because the people of Forlì are under attack by two mercenaries. I forgot what their names are, but they are brothers, and you do end up killing them eventually. I'm not going to say anything further other than that it does set up very well for the next DLC, and it is worth the $4. However, my biggest gripe with this one is that you can't replay missions. People have talked to Ubisoft about that, and they said that they might be working on a way to do it, but we're not sure yet. So it's really just a toss-up whether or not we're ever going to be able to replay the story missions again. However, if you do enjoy Assassin's Creed, and if you do enjoy the story that comes with it, and if you don't mind 1.5 hours and unlimited access to the flying machine for just $4, then go ahead and get it. Like I said, $4, not going to break the bank. It's worth it. So that's it for today's DLC review. Remember, that was Uncharted 2 and Assassin's Creed 2, and they are both worth the money. Go out and get them if you have it, and go out and enjoy them. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Next up, you got your news coming up. I'll be back. Bye.